Hey, shalom, shalom. All right, before I begin this lesson tonight, I want to give all praises, all glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Also, I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that do rule and teach well. And as always, peace, love, many blessings unto the elect. All right, it's your brother Atazawam coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai with another lesson. Lord willing, I do hope and pray that it's edifying. Yeah, I just shared that clip, for all you Hebrew Israelites that like to pride yourself on your weapons and guns. What can your guns do against that? Okay? What can your guns do against an aerial assault? Okay? So you're going to learn that the weapons of our warfare were never carnal. Okay? And we've done plenty of lessons concerning this topic. All right? Because what you've seen in recent years, you've seen a plethora of different Hebrew Israelites brandishing guns with their Bibles, trying to bring in a carnal image into a spiritual warfare. And but you have Esau with this capability. What can your guns do against an attack like that? Nothing. Okay? And you're going to find out that that the so-called white man is called the hammer of the earth for a reason. Okay? We coming into some very vicious times here on the planet Earth, and if you ain't in right with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you're gonna really realize why the so-called white man is the Lord's sword. Okay? So that carnal approach to the ministry is not going to get you anywhere. And this has happened before when you read the scriptures. There's been, several guys that took the carnal approach, and what ended up happening was not a good thing. Okay? So let me play that again. Okay? Look closely. Look at that. Yo. There's nothing you can do against that, man. Okay? And this is going to come to American shores. Okay, we're going to see attacks in such nature very soon here on American soil. Okay, certain areas are going to be heavily affected by what's getting ready to come, because eventually the plans of the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, is to bring destruction into the earth. Okay, to establish his new world order. He goes by a formula called the Hegelian dialectic. All right, and when you research and look up the Hegelian dialectic, it deals with problem, reaction, solution. So they're purposely going to create a scenario or a problem, and then they're going to react to the problem with draconian measures. And out of the reaction, they're going to come with the solution, which, of course, we know it to be the MOTB, which then will equate the hour of Jacob's trouble. So to try to fight this man with the carnal mind frame, you're not going to get far. All right, the weapons of our warfare are spiritual. So let's get into the scriptures. All right, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? Now, what is a hammer? A hammer is known for banging, okay? For beating aggressively, okay? Striking, all right? Now, Babylon the Great, which is America, is known as a hammer. Why? Because it breaks and beats all the other nations. Okay, it finances wars. It contributes to the destruction of the planet Earth. America, which is known as Babylon the Great. But the scriptures here in the book of Jeremiah is prophesying of the downfall of America before it comes. So it says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Okay, the word desolation, let's get it. Let's just get it for edification purposes. All right. All right, and it's Shema. All right, Shema. And it means waste, horror, appallment, a waste of land or city, appallment or horror, astonishment. So it's the destruction of America is going to be waste. It's going to be appalling to the eye. Okay, the Lord is going to bring this place to a dry desert. Okay, But at once this place was known as what? As a hammer. And you just see what's going on in the Gaza Strip. Okay, Esau is pummeling that goddamn place, man. So for you to underestimate the carnal capability of the so-called white man, then that just means that you haven't done your research. Okay? And you don't know the capabilities that this man got. Or if you do know, you taking it lightly, as if the so-called white man won't do it to you. But guess what? You're going to find out a hard truth. Okay? And I just wanted to bring that point out real quick concerning the fact of how he's called the hammer of the earth for a reason. Because through his sword, matter of fact, let's get that in the scriptures. Okay? Through the sword, this man is living. Okay? All right, let's get down to the meat and potatoes. Okay? All right, here you go. This is Genesis chapter 27 and verse 38. Now, this is the blessing of the sword that was given to the so-called white man. All right, it says, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept, because at this point in time, Jacob had crept in and stole the blessing from Esau. And that blessing that was given to Jacob was the birthright. Okay? Where the Jacob's seed would be the chosen seed of the Lord and the kings and rulers, and have the service of the Almighty. Okay, so when Esau found out that Jacob got that blessing that was originally should have been his, he cried. But it was all set up in the spirit like that, because really, technically speaking, Esau had already sold his birthright. Okay, now it says it says, verse 39, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above, and by thy sword shalt thou live. So why you think the so-called white man has specialized in creating weapons and guns? Okay? Why you think he's a expert at war? He's an expert at crafting all sorts of weapons of mass destruction. Okay? And weapons that can, take out, villages and cities and metropolis areas. Because the Lord blessed him with the sword. Now that sword has went from, just being a plain old sword, shield, and buckler to actual missiles and projectiles. So for you to try to bear arms up against the so-called white man in that Black Panther Party spirit, okay, it's just gonna cause you to fall. Because see, the so-called white man, one thing that the so-called white man wants you to do is try to approach him in the carnal sense so he can show you, he can spank your ass. Okay? Because that's his blessing. See, our blessing was a spiritual blessing. That's why we have to fight this thing in the spirit. Okay? And ultimately in the scriptures, the Lord is going to allow Esau to get off with that sword, man. Okay? So that's not the right spirit to be in, man. We're supposed to be in the spirit of trusting and believing in the Lord. Okay? Calling on the names of Yahweh Bashim Shai in times of trouble. Letting the Lord be our shield and buckler and delivering us from the hand of our enemy. Not going taking up guns and arms and trying to fight the so-called white man like you're going to win. You're going to fucking lose. This man has a standing military. He has alliances. He has a navy. He has an air force and a space force. Okay? You just got a Glock 17 with about 50 rounds. It's not going to get the job done. Okay? It's the book of Revelation, chapter 6, getting right to the point, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red. Now, this is a revelation that was given to John concerning the 4 different horses. Now, he's describing right here a red horse. Now, the horse represents power. Okay? So these are power structures that John the Revelator is receiving a vision about. All right? It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. And you see what's going on in Gaza. You see what's going on in in the Middle East in certain areas. Okay? He's taking peace from the earth. You see what happened here in America to the Native Americans and the Hispanic tribes. You see what happened to the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Haitian tribes, okay, and West Indian islanders. You see what happened in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You see the World War Ones and the World War Twos. All right, America's always involved. He's taking peace from the earth, man. Okay. You done seen the different invasions of the Middle East, Desert Storm, okay, the Vietnam War. This is the power that was given to him, to the red horse, the so-called white race. Okay? It says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword, as we just read in the book of Genesis, the 27th chapter. He was given a blessing. Just like right here, it says there was given unto him a sword. So if it was given unto him, that means someone had to have it to give in the first place. So who gave him that great sword? Ultimately, it was Yahweh Bashim Awashai through that blessing. And then through that blessing, the left-hand angels worked on the minds of the Edomites to create a highly advanced weaponry, which was called a nuclear missile. So you think that you just gonna bear arms and you know, be able to scare people or look like you mean business, man? The so-called white man, he gets a natural high off of seeing people want to bear arms against him. He gets elated. He gets infatuated with the fact that you Jakes out here want to bear arms against him, man. Because it's going to give him every right in his own mind to really use his sword. So this man is the hammer of the earth. This man has been blessed with a sword. Okay? He's weakened nations with this capability, man. Okay? Matter of fact, let's get it in the scriptures in the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter. Okay? Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O thou Lucifer? Okay? Now, the word Lucifer means the enlightened ones. Okay? Matter of fact, let's prove it. Okay? Light bearer, shining one, morning star. Okay? So in this particular context right here, it's talking about the illuminated ones that have the power. Okay? Which we call the Illuminati. The illuminated ones. That's who it's talking about. Okay? Lucifer is not the name of Satan. Okay? Like he got a birth certificate and on the birth certificate is Lucifer Satan. No, Lucifer is just a word that means light bearer. Now, why is he called the light bearer? Because he has all of this hidden information. Okay? It says, how art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? Which he did. How did he weaken the nations? Of course, through his money. Okay? Through his taxing and, you know, through his debt. And also through his sword. Invading these different countries and setting up democracy and setting up puppet governments and putting them in debt, you know, through the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, and using high interest rates to keep these other nations in fucking in subjugation to them to this institution forever. So he weakened the nations. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Okay? They're going to be brought out of this power. But the only way that they're going to be brought out of this power is through the Spirit. Okay? Continue to do the videos and expose this devil. Continue to bring out key information. Continue to exhort the flock and admonish, the sincere fruit of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Continue to prophesy and declare the judgments of Yahweh Bashim Shai in the earth. That's how this thing is going to come to pass. Esau, look, man, this dude's not afraid of your guns, man. Okay? This verse 16, the point. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble and did shake kingdoms? Okay? When he falls, the rest of the people are going to be like, wow, this is the guy? This was the guy that made the earth scared of him? This is the guy that weakened nations and made everybody tremble? Because his latter end is going to be destruction. Okay? Verse 17, that made the world as a wilderness. If you go and look at the different pictures of the aftermath of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, it was a wilderness, a dry land. Okay? It wasn't no thriving city. A couple buildings still stayed up. Like a hurricane came through. No, it was laid flat, man. Okay? It says, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. Okay? So you got to understand one thing. This is a very strong and powerful and great nation that the Lord sent against us. Okay? So picking up guns is entry level, man. It's novice like, man. It's beginners. Okay? This thing is deeper than that. Way deeper. That's all bullshit. That's smoke and mirrors, man. You trying to appear tough. No, it's not going to get the job done. Okay, so Lord willing, that was an edifying lesson. To the next lesson, I want to give all praises, all glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, and Kakodash. Salakia, double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors and blessings to the elect of Israel. Until the next time, I say shalom.